All right, here we are. Happy spring. Shoulders roll up, back and down. Relax those shoulders as they come back. Drop them down your spine. Get a little exaggerated. Squeeze them up. Pull them back. Drop them down. Couple more just like that. And then start to get your elbows into it. Big range of motion. And then a little bit more of your body. Good. Abs pull in as you round, and then you're gonna squeeze back. Beautiful. Couple more. And relax that down. Grow tall through your spine. Zip those abs up. Pull those ribs down. Lengthen your tailbone. Let's step out with that right foot. Weight on your left leg. Bend your left knee so that your right toes can tap forward. Barely any weight, right? So very light. Come up. Reach to the side, come up, reach back, come up, curtsy, come up. Adding on or speeding it up, then we'll add arms in a minute if you want. We come forward by bending that left knee, we go to the side by bending the left knee. We stretch it back, bending that left knee, we curtsy, bending that left knee. Arms if you want, they can go in front, side, and then big lift as they go behind, and then curtsy and up. Here we go. Front, side, back, and curtsy. Front, side, back, and curtsy. So again, all this is on that left leg. I don't know what I've already done, but mine already feels it. Good. You don't have to add that arm movement, and you're doing your best not to really put much weight on the leg that's moving, your right leg, keeping most of it focused on that left leg bending and straightening. Let's do one more round. Reach forward, to the side, reach back, and curtsy and come up. Woo! Let's take that left leg over the right, push those hips up and over, and the arms go over to the right, pushing the hips to the left. We're gonna widen that stance between our feet so that we can bend the knees, bring them apart, hands on your thighs, exhale into a cat stretch, and inhale into your bunny, reach up back, and cat, down, and bunny. And then you're going to keep your right hand where it is. See if you can lift your left arm all the way up by your ear. Use that to lift yourself up. And over, other side. So weight on that right leg, abs in, right knee bends so those left toes can come forward. And then to the side and back. Good. And curtsy, right? So just keep that going to the front, to the side, to the back. And we curtsy, adding arms if you want. Arms come forward as your leg comes forward, to the side as your leg goes to the side, but then the opposite of your leg when it comes back, and then out to the side with the curtsy. So we go front and side, bending that right knee. I'm doing a little baby bend, but you can do more if you want, if you can. Reaching all four directions. Ooh, feeling this in that right glute, that right quad. Just a few more rounds. Last time, we'll go front and side, back, and curtsy. Ooh, bring that up. Right leg goes up and over the left. We shoot those hips to the right, arms over to the left or arm. Separate those feet a little bit so you have a wider stance. Bend those knees as you come down. Roll in a couple times through your cat and your cow or your cat and your bunny. And then left hand is going to stay on that thigh. Right arm lifts you up and over you go. Beautiful. Shake all that out. Let's come to the back of the mat, please. Wide stance. You're going to bend into that spine again, rolling through your cat and inhaling through your cow or your, what's up, Easter bunny, and roll and extend. One more time, rounding and extending, and then from that extended position, bring your torso parallel, but pull those abs in, lengthen that tailbone, walk yourself out into that high plank position. And then once your hands are in front, shift yourself forward so you're nice and tall. Bend that right knee, drag it center, press it down. Drag it to the left elbow, press it down. As you're doing this, try not to let the hips pike like that. Bring the right knee to the right elbow and come back. Left knee to center, tap. Left knee to right elbow, tap. And left knee to left and tap. One more round like that. Again, you're trying not to let the body lift up. Right knee forward and back, to the left and back, to the right and back. Right or left knee center, across, left, back, knees come down. Woo, press that back. Let's walk those hands over to the right a little bit. Left hand can cross over the right. Hips sit over to the left. Stretch down that side. And then staying on that angle, undulate forward and back, cow and cat. And then walk that back through center. Hands go to the left. Right hand can go over the left. Hip sit back on your right hip. And then undulate forward and back. Beautiful. As you come back, you're going to just meet me in that seated position. Let's go legs straight out, sitting nice and tall in that L shape. Abs in, shoulders back and down. Use your hands to press yourself as tall as you can, but then pull your belly button and your ribs in. So you might have a tendency to arch. So once you're there, then pull those ribs in so that from your feet through your hips, you're just one nice straight right angle. If you need to have your knees bent to keep that, that's fine. Let's take those arms out to the side, or if you need support at first, bring them down. Use your heels to drag your knees back, bent knee position, feel a little bit of hamstring love, and then shoot those legs forward, press down so you feel some quads. You're gonna pull back and press forward. So while we're working a little hamstring and a little quad, I just want you to be really aware that you're sitting up tall on those hips, that you don't start to move like that with it, right? So we're sitting as tall as we can. If you feel like you can sit tall without using support, then bring your hands out here. And if you can do all that, lift them up a little, that'll actually help lift you up out of your spine. And your last option is here, but ribs stay down. So just a little bit of hamstring work, press down to get those quads. But it's also about those abs holding you erect, not dropping into those hips, right? So we stay lifted and elongated. Two more. And then on this one, leave those knees bent. Go ahead and put the toes on the ground. Keep your arms by your ears. Lift higher with one hand, higher with the other. Let the thumbs lead you back into a small roll down position. Sweep your arms down. Exhale. Roll up. Grab your shins. Go into a little extension here, lifting tall. Then, and this is an option where your arms are. If it's too much, don't do it. But otherwise, arms are all the way overhead. Thumbs lead your way back so you don't see your hands in front of you. Exhale, sweep them down, curl back up, sit tall in extension. Deep breath in. Exhale to hinge. Oops, sorry, your arms were overhead. Stay back, and then exhale, roll up. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, hinge back, reach through the fingers, inhaling, exhale, back down, inhale tall, exhale, hinge it back, hold for a breath on the inhale, exhale, bring it down. Give me 3 more like that, please, if that's working okay for your body. Otherwise, hands can be out front, and then you can sweep them around. Just 2 more. And on that last one, you're going to go back into that hinge and you're staying there. Ribs down, abs in. fingers reaching, triceps tight, walk your feet back a little bit, sweep, and just roll down. Woo, take a little rock side to side, maybe roll those knees in a circle in one direction, and then the other, so you're getting a nice stretch through your low back. Arms out into a T, and then knees drop one side. And back through center. And back up. We'll hug those knees in, feet go flat on the ground, ankles, knees, hip bones about the same distance apart, or zip everything up. Deep breath in, exhale, lift up, inhale, reach those arms overhead again, exhale, sweep them down, come down, deep breath in. Exhale, lift up, arms sweep overhead, stay for that inhale. Exhale, sweep them down, deep breath in, exhale, lift, inhale, reach, exhale, sweep. Last option, same idea that we did a minute ago, arms are gonna start overhead. See how that wants me to, makes me wanna lift my ribs, so pull them in, lift up like that, hold for that inhale, exhale, sweep down. Inhale, prepare by lifting the arms overhead, exhale, lift like that, sweep them down, and then come down. Deep breath in, exhale, arms go overhead as you lift, inhale, hold a beat, exhale, sweep, and roll down. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, arms overhead as you lift, hold for that inhale. Exhale, sweep down, just one more like that. Exhale, lift with the arms overhead, stay there, reaching through the fingers. When you're ready, stack those legs, extend them, and now we're in double leg stretch. Sweep and tap, and inhale, reach. Sweep and tap, inhale, reach. If your neck is bothering you, we've been up a while. You can keep your head down. Remember, lengthening the legs and stretching the arms is what's creating that challenge. On this last one, reach and fold, point your toes harder, straighten those legs a little more, reach your thumbs lower to the ground, lift your chest a little higher if you're lifting, hold 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sweep behind your hamstrings this time, one leg in each hand, take a little quick rock side to side. All right, life is going to be good here. We're going to do the sweet, easy, stretchy version of single leg stretch. So take your left hand onto your right knee, lift your right ankle with your right hand so the shin is parallel to the ground. Extend that left leg up in the air. Exhale, point and reach. Think about stretching the front of your left quad and the back of your right hamstring. Inhale, switch it up. So again, this is a slightly easier version where you're bringing that knee into you. So see if you could curl up a little higher. But once again, if your neck is bothering you, you can absolutely be lying down. Beautiful. Last one. Hug those knees in. Feet go on the ground. Back of the neck is long. Abs in. Ribs down. And then stack those legs tabletop. Arms out, palms face the ceiling, get a beautiful stretch across your chest as you move into toe touches. Keep in mind that that tailbone and that low back stay nice and flat towards the ground. These can be single leg toe touches. You could flex your foot instead and make it a heel flex. You can double up and lower both legs at the same time, pointing on the way down, exhaling on the way up, or exhaling on the way down, pointing on the way up, or choose one or the other. You could pivot your heels together, feet, toes apart, excuse me, in a little froggy position for a little extra resistance. So we have a lot of options here for that toe touch. And then next time you come up, options turn that into double leg lower, but you might want to start with a single leg and see how that's feeling today. And then you can add into double leg if you want. Next time those legs come up, reach up for the back of the right leg. Scissors, remember scissors is about the leg that comes in, not about this leg. This is kind of easy to just drop the leg. So it's more about pulling this one in and only going the same distance with the other one, right? So it's a pair of scissors, not a broken pair of scissors. If you don't like that pulse, you could flex through the heel, hold, pull in, get a little stretch. Flex through the heel, hold, pull in, get a little stretch. Good. Beautiful. Keep those legs up there, roll back down. Deep breath in, exhale. I want you to lift up and reach your right hand on the outside of the left ankle, back through center, left to right, center, right to left, left to right, right to left, left to right, right to left, left to right. Couple more here, right to left to right. One more time, right and left. Hug your knees in, let your neck relax. Put your feet back down, maybe give yourself a little neck massage, stretch it out, curl that chin down toward your chest, and relax. Well, we're gonna do all that again, because that was so much fun. So feet stay on the ground, here we go for ab prep. Option one, hands come up and then they reach overhead and then you sweep down. Or option two, arms are overhead when you lift, they stay there for that beat and then you sweep them down. So you choose exhale, lift, inhale, reach, exhale down, or inhale, prepare, exhale, arms overhead, lift, inhale, hold, and sweep down. Your choice. And if there's some shoulder stuff going on, arms can always come out to the side, always keep that in mind. Just one more ab prep, whichever version you're doing. And leave that up there, support your head if needed while you get those legs in tabletop. So we go into double leg stretch. And then stretchy version of seeing the legs stretch. Head, neck, and shoulders can be up. If you're feeling that in your neck, hey baby, it can be down. Wyatt has joined us. Oh yes, you're beautiful. Good. And then legs stack, tabletop, head, neck, and shoulders are down for your toe touch. It can be single, it can be double. And then you can turn that into double leg lower if you want, don't have to. That's going to prepare us to move into the scissors. So if you're doing leg lowers, that's fine. If you're not, extend both legs up, and here we go in that scissors. And again, you have the option to do the pulse or stretch and flex, stretch and flex. Beautiful. Then both legs stay up. We reach opposite ankle with opposite fingers. Reach, reach. Get that twisting motion in your rib cage. Last two. I did. All right, and then we are back at the start again. So feet are on the ground. This is the last round, I promise you. Exhale to lift, inhale, reach those arms and sweep down. But of course, you have the option to have your arms overhead as you lift and sweep down. And then on this last one, you're going to stay up, elevate those knees, Turn it into your double leg stretch, reach and reach. And then knees come in and we go into single leg stretch. You can lift your head up, you can leave it down. Really reach through those toes, straighten out that leg, but other leg stays at 90. Beautiful. Legs stack, head, neck, and shoulders are down, toe touch, your choice, single or double, heel flex or pointed toe. And then you can turn that into that straight leg if you want. Double leg if you want. And then both legs up for scissors. And then legs together and opposite hand, opposite ankle. And bend those knees, whoo, stretch that left foot out on the ground, hug that right knee in, get a nice stretch along the right low back, maybe move through that right foot for a second, pull that knee toward the midline of your body, let it travel over towards your armpit, just letting it rock a little bit side to side, and then letting it move away and pulling it in. And then right foot goes on the ground, left knee is going to come in, stretch that right leg out, hug that left knee in, maybe get some movement through that left foot for a moment. And then again, we'll do a little rocking, slow motion side to side as the knee comes in and moves away. And then we'll circle nice and slowly, or excuse me, in and out. Very nice. All right, both knees come in, give them a big hug as we go into rolling like a ball, if that's okay with your body. If that's not a good idea for you, you can just rock side to side, no problem. Little rock side to side. If you're rolling like a ball, do 3 more and then pause at the top. If you're rolling side to side, go ahead and press yourself up, seated position. And then here we all are. You can extend those legs out just like we did earlier, but they're apart this time. Pull those glutes out from under you. And then think about what we did earlier when we dragged our feet in and out. Find that extension in your spine. Even use your hands to lift yourself. I'm not pulling myself off the ground, but just barely leaving my glutes touching, and then hinge forward. And once you have that erect posture, try and line your arm up with your hips, not here, but up. And then once you have that, see if you can hinge a little more. And again, option to straighten out those legs so long as those hips don't roll under. And gently bring that down. All right, coming on over onto one side. You're going to lie all the way down with your arm underneath your ear. Sorry, Matt's loaded up with cat litter, wonder why. All right, lying down in a long straight line, waistline off the ground, abs in, top leg is going to lift and draw a tiny circle to the front. Without this happening, without wobbling happening in your hip. Reverse that small circle. And then make that circle a little bigger. Nice and controlled. And then reverse again. So now we are March Madness size basketball circles, and now make that circle bigger, like the size of those balls we're gonna use next week. And reverse. And relax. Woo, hopefully that top hip felt that some. We're gonna give that hip a little love, and then all we're gonna do is prop ourselves up on that elbow with the knees bent and the top leg in front of the bottom one at the ankles. Push this shoulder back, press it down away from your ears, engage those lats so you protected that shoulder. And then from there, without moving your feet away, just lift your hips and then straighten. So you're working from that underneath oblique. Then bend those knees a little, they come apart and straighten. Bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. So side bends. And relax all the way down. As you come down, bend that bottom knee. Top, or the leg that was on top is just going off to the side. Press it back. 2 quick little stretches. Drop onto your elbow. Reach your top leg, the leg that was on top, that arm goes across. Hey, babe. Good boy. Good boy. And then as you come up, we're just going to stretch that other oblique. So hand goes down. We'll have a tendency to curl, so I want you to reach up first and then hinge over. And then gently bring all that down. Flip your feet around, and that will allow you to roll down onto your other side. I seem to have missed my mat now. So lying down, waistline lifted, arm underneath your ear, top leg lifts, tiny circles. Both ways. Bigger circles, think SDSU basketball. And reverse. And then the biggest circle you can make. And reverse. Beautiful. Give that hip a little bit of love. As you come up, bend that knee and crisscross that ankle in front of the other one. Elbow is right underneath your shoulder. Push the shoulder back. Depress that shoulder. Pull those lats. Knees are bent. You're going to keep your feet where they are, but straighten out. Bend the knees a little bit and straighten out. Bend and straighten. I can't come down now if you're there. Bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. Good. Couple more. And then come down in that same basic position. Take that top leg, tuck it behind you, and then up and over you go. And then as you come up, that hand is going to go outside. Sit as tall as you can, reach up, and then over. Okay. We're coming down onto our abs now with your hands apart. How are we going to do this, buddy? How are we going to do this? Thank you. All right. Never mind. Feet down, kneecaps lift, but toenails are on the ground. Hands right underneath you. Deep breath in. Exhale, lift and hover. Breaststroke. Reach. Inhale, pull back. Exhale, reach. Inhale, pull back. Keep that going for me, please. Breaststroke motion. Inhaling. As your hands come back and your head lifts up. Toes stay on the ground. Everybody has a tendency, not everybody, but we have a tendency to want to lift those toes up, but they're staying down. And relax. Let's press all the way back. Resting position. Hips can sit back on your heels. Hands can be by your sides or out front.
You can make little fists to give yourself more space if you'd like behind your knee.
Then you're coming up on all fours. You're gonna walk your hands a little bit ahead of you. We're gonna lift the toes up in the air and rock forward till we're on the fronts of our thighs with our hands directly underneath our shoulders. Make sure you're not bunched up. Pull those shoulders out of your ears. Pull your belly button in, pull your ribs in. You're gonna try and lower your upper body as a unit to your elbows and then straighten those elbows. Bend the elbows and straighten them. Just a little Pilates push-up. Try and keep your head in line with your spine. Try not to let those shoulders collapse. Stay broad, even though those hands are close together. If it feels like they're too close, you can separate them a little bit, but remember, you still want to feel like it's a Pilates push-up, more of a tricep push-up, not a regular push-up. And then sit back, leave that right hand where it is, take that left arm underneath, and you get a little shoulder stretch here. Lift that right arm up, chest stretch. Put it on your back hip for a second. Lift it back up, bring it overhead, and come back. Left hand goes there, right hand slips under, back of the shoulder rests. If you can, bring that left arm up, maybe put it on your hip for a second, opening up a little more. Reach again, bring it down. Drag yourself forward in that cow or that bunny, roll back in that cat. Beautiful. And then let's square everything up. Think about pulling those abs in, pulling those ribs in so you're in a neutral spine. Let's take that right leg, flex the heel to the sky. So the quad, you're trying to get that quad parallel with the ground. Hold there or add your left arm. But we're also going to do a tap lift, right? So if that throws everything off, having your left arm up, then just do your leg. You should feel this in your right glute. Two more. Beautiful. Take that leg that you just worked, walk it forward, and then you're going to bring the foot across your mat. This is going to be a supported pigeon. You're just going to hinge forward and let that knee drop to the outside, and that should give you a beautiful stretch on that outer hip. And then roll it up, press back, get a little quick hamstring stretch, and then you're going to find your way back to your hands and knees. Square everything up, flex through that left heel, lift it up, trying to get that quad in line, and then right arm and left leg lift, or just left heel presses up. Beautiful. As you come up, bring that leg across. Remember, it's going to walk across your mat and flip open. And then flip around, extend that leg. Oops, little hamstring. Okay. All right, and then we are coming all the way back over onto our spine, please. Hug those knees in, one hand behind each hamstring. Take a little rock side to side. And then left foot on the ground, we're going to bring that right knee in again. Hug it in to the right shoulder. Pivot that that foot to the left. And use your left hand to separate your toes. Get some movement through those toes. Good. And then we're going to flex through that heel. Pull back with the right hand. Feel that big stretch down your foot. Maybe push, pull. Get that movement in your foot. Straighten out that leg if that happens for you. Move again through your foot or move your hand down and circle. Move that leg back to center. Point your toes. Walk your way up. Flex through the heels. Stretch it out. Bend your elbows to lift yourself higher.
And then gently everything comes down. Take a break for a moment, feel that opening on the right side, I hope. Right ankle crosses over the left thigh. We're gonna drag that in, bend that left knee. Pull that leg closer for a deeper stretch on that right hip. Little rock side to side if that would feel good. Pull that knee even closer. Then extend that left leg up and move through that ankle. And then we'll close everything up, right over left. Grab your left knee, hug it to your left shoulder. Nice hip stretch here. You can stick with that, or you can move your arm to the right and start to pull the leg across. You can go into a full twist if you like. And then come on back through center. Come here, bud. Good boy. Good boy. All right, let's do that other side. So you're gonna bring that left knee in. Oh gosh. Hug it in. Move it around a little bit. Bring it way over to the left. Cross it over, your foot over to the right. Fingers go through. Hey, hey, hey. Scratch that bud. Thank you. All right, movement through that foot. And then flex, pull those toes back, and again, get some movement going. Press straight if you can, or move that hand down. Still working through that ankle and that foot. Bring it back to center, right leg straightens out, lift up. Point, flex, point, bring it down, bring the leg down, take a moment, and then cross the left ankle over the right thigh, bend it in, drop that right foot, get that big stretch to start with, nice outer hip stretch. We'll rock side to side, then extend that right leg up, we'll flex and point through there. And then crisscross everything nice and tightly closed. And then again, that left knee comes up and in as we grab that right shin. And that might be enough, or you're welcome to twist. And then as you're ready, flip on over, meet me on your hands and knees, please. Hands out front, and we'll undulate that cat-cow again. Beautiful. Hands right underneath you. Press yourself up, pedal out those heels. And then wide stance, walk it back, nod yes and shake no, bend those knees, roll cat. Inhale cow. And bring it up. Thank you guys.